So for the past 10 years, I have been traveling the world trying to understand the answer to one question, which is, what do great leaders and exceptional performers keep inside their shoebox? What are the mindsets and habits that they are practicing when nobody is watching? What do they do internally in order to succeed externally? And when I began my journey, I really thought that the answer to that was going to be grit, it was going to be hustle, it was going to be innovation. I thought Bill Gates was going to talk to me about leveraging technology. I thought Ben and Jerry were going to talk about the idea of building a great brand. I thought Issa Rae, who's this amazing award-winning actress and entrepreneur, I thought she was going to talk to me about creative inspiration. And they did. All those things came up. But there was always one underlying quality. There was always one thing that fueled everything else. And that thing is something that every great leader and performer knows how to manage. And it's not just their time, and it's not just their talent. It's their energy. Their energy. When we look at people who are able to reach their potential in life versus those who tend to sort of flatten, fizzle out, the people who don't reach their potential, very rarely do they run out of time or talent. What they almost always run out of is energy. Now, let's just take a moment to define what we mean by energy, because we're not talking about being loud, we're not talking about being frantic, we're not even necessarily talking about being fast. When we talk about energy, what we really mean is the capacity to keep moving forward. The capacity to keep moving forward. So whether you're inspiring a team, or powering a rocket, or running a marathon, energy is what gets you from where you are to where you want to be. And without it, you might have the best goals for your life, the best vision for what you want to do. But without energy, you're not going to get to where you want to be. You know, in a lot of ways, energy is the currency of life. The more of it we have, the more creative and lit up and confident and resilient we feel. And the less of it we have, when we're low on energy, it almost feels like everything is hard. You know, you feel lost, you feel depleted, you feel worn out. It's kind of like a stove that won't light. You know, you can kind of hear that tick, tick, tick sound, but there is no flame. Right? So you're showing up to the meetings, you're doing the things, you're going through your back-to-back schedules, but you don't feel that spark. And so many of us right now, I think, feel like we are showing up, we are doing the things, but we're not necessarily feeling that spark. At the same time, you're doing this when the world is changing, when the culture is shifting, when the economy is tough, when budgets are tightening, when, you know, a lot of things feel like they're kind of shifting underneath us right now. And that requires more. That requires more of us. So you are constantly being asked to do more with less. And that takes a lot more than grit or hustle. It takes energy. So here's my number one priority. I want to leave you today with some very, very practical tools and techniques that you can put inside your mental shoebox. Things that you can use to immediately elevate your energy, and also, by the way, the energy of the people around you. Not just the people that you work with or the people that you lead, but also the people that you love.